Hi, and welcome to Charmed with Jess. I'm Jess. And tonight I'll be guiding you through some astrology for the week of September 25th, 2023. And then we'll take a dive in together, join our consciousness, and we'll do a charm reading for the week as well. And because this is a general reading for the consciousness, it is then also a timeless reading, which means no matter when this message finds you, there is something in it for you. And because it's a reading for the collective, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. As for the astrology this week, we see that Mercury and Jupiter are close together in our skies, which it invites us to expand what we believe is possible in our lives, and also expand what we choose to accept as our reality, which is really a cool time and things to kind of think about as we move through the week. Just where do we want to expand ourselves? And then at the end of the week on the 29th, we have the Aries full moon, which helps us to release and expand before we close out the cycle that we started on the new moon in March. So this really is a week of turning into our dreams, letting go of what no longer fits into our sense of self, and really taking the time to create what we want to see in our lives. So without further ado, let's get into the charm reading. To start off our reading, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together so that we can connect. And then we'll call in some guidance and see what our charms have to say for us this week. So let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths in together. We're going to go in through the nose, hold it, and out through the mouth. One more in through the nose, hold it, out through the mouth. Last one, deep breath in through the nose, hold it, out through the mouth. Spirit team, creator, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, beings of light, please guide us this week on for our general energy reading for September, the week of September 25th. What are some general messages? We're going to take a look at the general energy for this week. What is going on this week? Oh, wow. We got a lot of stuff. So up top, the first that came out was a little cherub. So, cherubs, baby angels, I always think of like protection, particularly with the cherub. So I think there's a big, feeling of protection this week. No matter what our dreams are, no matter what we're releasing, no matter what we're bringing in, the decisions we make are really being protected at this time. The next coin that came up and says ambitious. So I really think that some of the things that you're thinking about and the energy that's coming up, maybe there are some things, whether it's in career or relationships, that you really have some ambitious goals, which I think is really cool. On the flip side of ambitious is Capricorn. So Capricorn is an earth energy. It's about dedication, accomplishment, really being honest and wise. So really I think that, the energy of being ambitious, like when we talked about the astrology for the week, about being expansive of what we want to see in our lives, be expansive, but there's also some ambition going on here. The next coin that came through is Aries, which, I think is kind of funny because the Aries full moon, is coming at the end of the week. So, Aries is a fire sign. It's really fast moving energy, intense, fearless, which I really like being paired with this ambitious piece as well as the cherub and the protection. Our dreams, our hopes, the things you're taking on right now. Um, it could just have this fast moving energy. You might be making all of these plans and, previously they didn't feel like they were going anywhere. This week, I think we're on fire. We are going forward. We are moving at a fast, fast pace, with passionate, with intense, fearless, fun, exciting, all of those things. So I think that's a really fun energy for the week. We have the turtle, and he actually came out upside down. So I want to start practicing with some upside down, gaining messages. Normally I flip them over, but for this one, I feel like he was meant to come upside down. So, turtles, um, you know, they're thought of as slow moving. They're able to pull in and protect themselves when need be. And maybe this is saying this week we need to let go of some of that protection. Know that outside of ourselves we're going to get that protection, and take on that fearless energy. Be ambitious. Really go for it. So maybe putting aside some of that instinctual need to pull into yourself. Dream big. Really create a vision for where you see yourself. And then the last one for the general energy for the week is this eagle, and I love him. I always love when this puzzle piece comes out. I think he's really beautiful. That's what it is. It's actually from a puzzle in Colorado. And I love even too, what's coming to me now is like up in his wings in this section. I don't know if you can see it. It really looks like the sky. To me, it looks like a cloud. But anyway, eagles, birds of prey, they represent seeing things from a higher perspective, right? Getting that big picture energy. And with that big picture energy, they're also able to like laser focus and really know what they're going for. And this particular eagle has his talons out. So like, I think having that higher perspective this week on, whether it's something that you're pursuing in your career, in love, for some of you, I just feel like it's general. Whatever you're trying to create down here, you're getting this higher sense, so that as we move into that Aries full moon, we can really zoom in, laser focus, and dive in and grab what we want. And that's really cool. I really like that one. So next we're going to take, that was our general energy for the week. Let's take a look. Spirit guides, creator, spirits of light, angels. Let's see, can you please tell us what are some things this week that we don't see coming? What are some things we don't see coming this week? Okay, so we have Pisces. So some things that we don't see coming. Pisces is a water sign. Pisces, I like, there's something that's coming to me about this, about the two fish. Like if there's a partnership, if there's somebody you're trying to create with, or that could even be like the dual sides of you. But it's about being in tune, emotionally fluid, really kind of along with that partnership, of the two fish, just being in tune with other people too. So I really feel like even though we're on this path of creating something wonderful, being ambitious, we're protected, all of those things, taking faith and knowing that we're protected outside of ourselves, seeing things from a bigger perspective, honing in. Really, I feel like we need to watch out for how this is going to impact somebody else in our lives. Whether this is, in a relationship, in a career kind of partnership, in a friendship even, we need to look out for how this is going to kind of impact those relationships. And then the other one that came out is the captain's wheel. And I think that's really cool. What we need to look out for too is not giving our power away. The captain's wheel to me represents knowing where you're going, taking control, being on a mission, and really going for it. And when it falls into this, like what we need to look out for, maybe having too much control. I think what's coming through is that we need to sort of let go. I just got this let go and let God. So for some of you, you may be trying to control things too much, and even though it's wonderful to have, I'm sorry, I keep moving that around, a mission and a purpose and knowing where we want to go, sometimes we need to let go of the how, and when and where and why. So in this energy of what we need to be aware of is controlling too much. It's time to let go. Good things are coming. It's all going to work out perfectly. So again, that phrase, let go and let God, is really coming through to me right now. So we looked at the general energy, some things we don't see coming. Let's get a read on, can we please get some guidance on some actions we can take this week to reach our highest potential and for our greatest good? What are some actions we could take? What are some actions we could take? Okay, so we got a couple different things. It's interesting that the coral came up as action because, we very much think of coral anchored to a rock, not moving, but it is very much, as we know, a living creature. So actions we can take, I really think grounding in, finding your anchor, but also going with the flow, letting go a little bit. And that sort of goes with the captain's wheel, like hanging on, grounding in, knowing your truth, but also letting the water flow around you, being open to truths and things that you normally wouldn't see. Yeah. So action, ground in, go with the flow. So the next coin that came through is generous. So really, and on the flip side of that is Leo, is the Leo energy. So Leo energy, I don't know why I was told to flip it over, but the Leo energy is a fire energy, radiant, powerful. And I guess this is it. It's action oriented, right? Leo is very much about taking action, putting things in motion, creating. So I really feel like that is our message. Things that we can do, anchor in, but also be ready to take action when it feels right. Next, we have the Sagittarius. Cool. So Sagittarius is another fire sign. It's about being honest, optimistic, enthusiastic, really dedicated to. Sagittarius are very dedicated. So, really focused. Look, you've got the archer, his bow is drawn. He's ready to strike. So while we're being, grounded and going with the flow, while we have that Leo energy of creation, of action, of motion, also honing in, and maybe that comes back to the eagle too, right? Like honing in and knowing where you're going and being steady and ready to take aim and take action when the time is right. An archer isn't going to just shoot an arrow. He's going to get his sights straight. He's going to find his target. He's going to steady himself. And then he's going to take the shot. And that's when he's going to be successful. So be steady and ready is what I'm hearing. And then the action we can take, it's angels watching over me. And I think that's interesting as an action we can take, right? So I think what's coming through for me is, as an action, angels watching over me is remembering that we are protected, right? Like up at the cherub, we're protected. Maybe it's a time for some of you to ground more into your spiritual practices. Maybe you've been a little lackadaisical in those ways recently. So take some time, tune in to your guides, to your spirits. They're here with you. They're ready to guide you. And they'll lead you, to this path of transformation and really coming into what is meant for you. I really love that reading for you guys. For you, it's really powerful, and it really, I think there's a great balance of, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of water, a lot of protection in there too. But also, some action in there, like steady yourselves, be ready, prepare, connect to your guides, let go and let God. Watch out for the relationships that might be affected by all of these big moves up here for you. I think that's really cool. So I'm going to close out the charm portion of this reading, and I'm going to pull from our Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is a newer deck for me. I just got it last week. Previously, I relied a lot on the Native Spirit Oracle card deck, but this one, probably because it's still so new to me, I'm just freaking in love with it and I can't put it down. So I'll probably get back to this one again soon. But for tonight, let's go with a Sacred Forest. Whoops, and it seems as if some of our cards have been flipped, so let's get them all the right way. There we go. Okay. So angels, spirit guides, creator, beings of light. What is a message for us today and for this week? What is a message for this week? Ooh, this one almost fell out of my hand. Oh, what a beautiful card. The Aspen Spirit, courage. I love the colors of the leaves, and aspen trees are just so beautiful. The white in their bark. What's really standing out to me is kind of like the castle in the background. And it's interesting because the imagery to me, like this all up here is so beautiful and light, but when you go past that, it's like this dark, mysterious castle. Maybe it takes courage to go on that journey. I also love the butterflies. I think, there's three butterflies, which is, a sign of completeness. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the book says about the Aspen Spirit and courage. Sorry. Okay. Try to hold this up for you guys too. In the forest, you can hear the whispering of the trees in the aspen grove. Your awareness sinks beneath the surface, and you sense the aspen's network of roots, which allows each tree to connect with the rest of the grove. This connection also makes them a single organism, united on a soul level, that can live for thousands of years. If the Aspen Spirit card has shown up in your life today, it brings a message of courage, protection, community, and the ability to face and overcome obstacles in life. Know that you are protected. Hey, we're protected. Sorry, I lost where I was then. And you are safe. You are ready to step forward with courage and grace, no matter what seems to be blocking your way. The aspen's network of roots is a sign that you should be open to the support of others. Combine your efforts with like-minded individuals. You don't need to do it alone. This may be good. Wow. This may be a good time to bond with people over a creative project or community endeavor. In Celtic tradition, the aspen was associated with the community, endurance, and protection. The Celts chose the wood of the aspen tree to make their battle shields and protect them from spiritual as well as physical harm. It sheltered the soul from the deepest fears. Aspen was thought to be the teacher of fearlessness and carried a message of strength in facing the unknown. The spirit of the aspen says, "The energy of your inner spiritual warrior is ready to step forward to face any challenges or blockages in life. Be willing to accept help. Be fearless." Wow, how cool. How cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. If this reading resonates with you, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. I'd really love I would really love I would really love to hear how this is showing up for you. Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you so much for your time and energy and being here with me tonight. Much love and much light. Namaste.